Hola, mi gente. I'm Philip Johnson. Welcome to Uno Souls. And I'm introducing the host of Uno Souls, Brigida Toruño.
Hello, Philip. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And I am hungry after, listening to this chat that we have coming up with Dennis from Chantel's Bakery.
Yeah. Dennis Stanley from Chantel's Bakery. I enjoyed speaking with him so much. He's really such an Uno soul. I mean, really, he does beautiful work in the community here in Loudoun County, Virginia. And in addition to just the deliciousness, talk about savoring the deliciousness. Oh boy, he has some really wonderful, wonderful desserts that he makes.
What is your favorite dessert?
Well, my favorite, I want to say, is the tres leches
Yeah.
cake. And it's you know about it, but just to let other people know, it's kind of like three levels of caramel. It's a Latin American invention, I believe, and it's a really moist cake, but I am pretty sure that Dennis makes that too. He's very good at really wanting to help the community and people of all diverse backgrounds and asking, figuring out what is your dessert of your heritage and let me make it for you, So he's very
Yeah.
good with that.
Yeah, I think that food can be so comforting. And,
Yeah.
especially during what we've been going through in 2020, listening to what his main pivot was of, hosting cakes and desserts and how that really helped his business at the height of the pandemic in the beginning. I think it was so smart from a business standpoint, but also brought people so much comfort. And we're in the thick of the holiday season right now. So I think everyone should get in their orders. What is your favorite dessert? Dennis can be very customized and have it delivered anytime during December. Celebrate all month long.
Yeah, absolutely, because he caters to everybody's palates and any allergies. So we're very lucky to have him. And the fact, like you said, that he ships throughout the nation, that's such a plus.
Yeah, great. All right, let's get right into it.
Yes, that sounds good. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Brigida Toruño, and I am talking to you with an Uno Souls person. I'm very honored to have Dennis Stanley here with me today.
Thank you.
And Dennis he owns Chantel's Cakes and Pastries. He probably goes without introduction because he's so well known in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dennis, for chatting with me.
Thank you for having me on your site, on your new adventure.
Yeah, thank you. How are you doing? How are you coping during these surreal times?
We're doing pretty good. When the pandemic first started, we had a lot of cancellations, especially with the weddings. A lot of the weddings are big money, and then this is our season for the hospitality field. I mean, everything that you can imagine happens in this season. We have the weddings, the baby showers, the Holy Communion, birthdays, graduations. I mean, you name it, hospitality. This is our season, as you can say.
Yes. So it was, you had to, I imagine, had to do some pivoting in your.
When it first started, I mean, the phone calls were coming like one by one, either cancellation, put it on hold, or we want a refund. It was kind of like you hated to pick up the phone because you knew what the other end of that call was going to be. So when we got all that came in, then the first week of the pandemic, after all that happened, I had to let my employees go down to like maybe 1 to 2 days a week. So then I had to sit back and say, I can't panic in the middle of the pandemic. What do I need to do to keep business going? And then I was sitting down thinking back when the recession hit. I remember all the bakeries around Wall Street business shot up. Everybody was in a pandemic. Not pandemic then, but they was in a recession. But dessert is a stress reliever food.
All
So
right.
I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to pretend there's no pandemic. So I got on Facebook and I started marketing and putting cakes up like every hour, on the hour, and just started posting. And then after the first week, we started getting calls in, and then I was able to bring back all 3 of my employees full time
Oh, how wonderful. What a
because of the
blessing.
pivot. And then I started to say, you know what? Using social media. I don't know a lot about it, but what I do know, I started using it. So I started doing a daily giveaway from 12 to 12 hours. We gave away a cake, something that a lot of my clients didn't know that we carry here at Chantel. So I picked an item like the French pastries. A lot of people didn't know we have the French pastries or the chocolate dipped strawberries or the eclairs. So I gave in the cheesecake. So I gave away one item each day from these 12 hours. And then on that post, I put down everything that we do at Chantel's. And then I asked them to share it. So when everyone shared, then at the end of that hour, I drew from the people that shared and just kept going and going and going. And then with all these social media groups now with the COVID, working with hospitality and food service, I joined those groups and interacted with people and then found out what the best time to do posting. And I started getting on right after dinner and I post dessert.
Oh my gosh, what a wonderful idea, Dennis.
And then I realized a lot of people was up at 1 or 2, well, let's say 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I started posting dessert again.
Yeah, because some people haven't been able to sleep well. So
yes.
Yeah,
so
that's so clever.
I just kept posting and posting and posting, and it paid off for us.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I know. Was it Mother's Day weekend that
yes.
you were like beyond capacity?
Yes,
right?
in 30 years of being in business, Mother's Day weekend we sold out.
Wow.
In the middle of a pandemic.
I mean, that's a huge story, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So what I did was I started keeping my notebooks of my marketing. So every time we made a pivot, I wrote the pivot down.
Wonderful.
So when we come out of the pandemic, I go back and look at all the things that worked and didn't work. And I do have a lot more pivots in my book that I want to work on, but I'm stretching them out now to make them work and then come up with new ideas, reinventing the website and adding new things to the website. And then most important thing is listen to the customers.
Yeah.
So customers, if you listen to the customers and they keep asking for something, if you pay attention and then start doing what they ask for, then they'll want it.
Yeah, boy, Dennis, you're just such a great example of having success during this very challenging time. I mean, it sounds like, people reacted right away by being upset and, I need to cancel. And of course, it sounds like, you reacted that way too. And then, you just grounded yourself, it sounds like, and you thought, wait, I think I can turn this around. And it's great how you remembered how bakeries were successful during the recession.
Yes.
So that's a great story.
Thank you.
A great example. I love that.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now you also take care of so many people in the community on so many levels. I think you're such a philanthropic soul. And, I came up with this term, Uno Souls, which means beacons of light in the community.
Okay.
And I think that's what you are,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You have been that for so long. And
thank you.
There are many charitable organizations that you simply give the baked goods to, right?
Thank you. Yes, I did. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's such a great thing. And then also that you take care of people with different food allergies or different needs.
We cater to clients with food allergies. That we started that back when we're just doing diabetics. And then I started again, listen to what the clients would tell me they wanted. So now we can do no egg, no dairy, no soy, no flour, no sugar, no nickel, diabetics, no nuts. And we can also, we have some clients, for an example, may come in and have 7 allergies, give or take, and we can still put them a cake on the table.
That's a beautiful thing.
And then we can also ship the cakes anywhere in the country.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great that you can ship anywhere. And
Yes.
I mean, I've seen some pictures on social media because you're so good with that of
Thank you.
making like little kids so happy because maybe
Yeah.
they have so many allergies that,
Yes.
and then finally they got to have some cake because you were able to provide that for them. And that's a
Yes.
great thing.
Because you know, little kids when they go to school, for an example, when school starts back, you know, I heard mothers tell me that the kids have birthday parties, and then if they have a food allergy, they get pulled out of the party and sent to the cafeteria or the library when everyone else is having a party. And it's not fair to the little kids that I have a food allergy, no matter what it is, and you get to get left out of the fun. So a lot of parents started buying cupcakes in bulk. So that way, when the party comes, they can send a cupcake to school for that child. They can stay to the party. Or if a lot of parents have going to parties, they buy them in bulk, put them in the freezer. So when that kid goes to a birthday party, then they can take a cupcake along with them at the party. I remember this little kid told me his mother came in to get his birthday cake. She had searched like about 2 or 3 weeks to find his cake. So when he came in, we gave him a black and white picture of the cake that we was going to do for him a month later because she started searching early.
Yeah.
He told me he slept with that picture for 30 days until the day of his birthday. And when his birthday came, he got his cake. I had another mother come in, and when we gave her the cake for her kids, she sat in the middle of the floor and started crying. And we thought we messed up. She said, you know, you don't understand. This is the first time I've had cake. And another lady came in, and we did a gluten-free cake with her with other allergies, and she hadn't had cake in 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a rewarding job.
You just, you know, you make people happy and give them joy. And oh boy, how important is that?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Dennis, I think you also have a foundation, right? That you created?
Yes, I have a foundation. My foundation is called Sprinkle of Thanks. And the way my foundation works is as much as we give back to the community.
Yes.
So what I wanted to do was build a foundation that it wasn't targeted to one area. But the reason why it was called a Sprinkle of Thanks, I'm not targeted to breast cancer or any particular cancer or any one area. Right. So and it could be my foundation would give back to people. Let's say if someone did something nice for you, and we did something on Facebook and said who went out and did something nice for someone, and we will thank that person for doing something nice for you, as well as giving other stuff back to the community. And then my foundation also is self-sufficient because since we're not tied to one area that people may not want to give to, so my foundation has its own products. So we have olive oils, we have candles, we have a few other things that we do. So when someone buys these items, it funds my foundation, as well as people can take and donate to it.
Okay.
So that's how it's funded.
Oh, that's great. Maybe we can, when we post this chat, I'd love to get your website so that people can see where to go if they would like to donate.
Will do. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, that's great. So that's on a business level, but what about you personally? You know, what have you felt that has worked for you? You know, for instance, you know, for me, I'm a longtime meditator. So during this time, I've really relied a lot on meditating, on praying, or, you know, going out for a walk in nature for me is so healing, and I just feel renewed. And to sort of help bring the stress down of this time. Do you have things like that?
What I've noticed that's been working for me, and it may sound selfish, but I've been learning who I am as a person. Just learning who I am, the things I like, the things I don't like, even if it's just going somewhere and sitting down in a room in the dark.
Yeah.
Or just looking outside at Mother Nature, just living in the moment. And that has helped me to become grounded a little bit more and know that when we come out of this, that what really matters to us as an individual.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yes.
absolutely right. That's a great way to look at it, sort of a time for self-reflection.
Yes.
Right? And to think, okay, so there was pre-COVID,
Yes.
and then there's some sort of post-COVID, but what did we gain from this time of, isolation, quarantine,
Yes.
what did we gain, and what can we take with us into
Yes.
whatever will come after this?
After quarantine is over.
That's right. Yeah. So I was wondering about, what are you grateful for?
Peace of mind and happiness. I am a person that don't need a lot to make myself happy.
Yeah.
I'm a person that the little things in life, if I see I can put a smile on someone else's face, that makes me happy. If I baked a cake and that child for an allergy, for example, and I know that he can't have a cake from somewhere else. We had a mother call in yesterday, and she got some stuff for her child, and in the note she said, my child has nut allergies. So what I did was I said, you know what, I made extra stuff and put it on a smaller box just for that child. And I told the parents when they pick it up, I say, I noticed that someone on the paper has a nut allergy. And he said, yes, it's my daughter. And I said, well, can you take this box and just give it to her? Even though you got everything else, but let her enjoy this box by herself. Because so it's stuff like that. And then last week we gave away, someone on Facebook said, I want eclairs. And I said, well, you can order them online. So we ended up calling her the next day and said, come by, I give you some eclairs. And then what she did was she paid it forward. She came by, got the eclairs, and then she took one out for her, one for her mother, and then she ended up taking them to the fire department where her husband worked. And the response from that was like priceless.
That's wonderful.
I gave something small, but how big the return was. So stuff like that makes me happy. Seeing someone else smile.
Yeah.
That would make me happy.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dennis. And I wondered if you could leave us with some words of wisdom.
Self-reflection. Self-reflection. Just learn who you are, because a lot of people don't know who they are because society has told them who they are and what they should like and not like. But just do some self-reflection and learn what you like and what you don't like, and then just enjoy the moment. The most important thing I got out of this pandemic time is enjoy the moment, because we were running 300 miles an hour. We hit a brick wall, and we all of a sudden we stopped and look around. Where do we go from here? So this gave us some time. You know what? When we come out of this, what's really important?
Exactly. Those are beautiful words of wisdom, Dennis. I really, really am grateful that you took the time to chat with me, and you are just a beautiful uno soul.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for this time and for everything that you do in our community. Thank you.
Thank you for putting this on to spotlight everyone around you, because you are valuable to us for doing this. You're bringing light to us. So I appreciate you, and thank you for doing this for all of us.
Thank you so much, Dennis.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Uno Souls Chat. You can find us at www.unosouls.com and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I would love to hear from you if you would like to chat with me. Have a beautiful week and see you at the next episode.